Welcome to JustWannaQuilt, a research podcast coming out of Tulane University Law School, where we explore all kinds of things, stories about quilting, tools, field trips, maybe some famous quilters stop by, and, of course, a little bit of copyright thrown in just for fun. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Townsend-Gard. I'm a law professor, and I just want to quilt. So today we talk with Tara Miller of the Quilt District. She's part of our quilting-army. She talks about her creation of a pattern, of blogging, of technical writing. She's a technical writer in her day job for the software industry, and how that influences how her patterns are made. I totally can see it in her patterns. She's also going to England, so she's going to do some field trip work for us there. She's going to go to the American Museum, I think, in Bath. It's where she's going to see the oldest known British patchwork, which is super interesting. So we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. I hope you enjoy it. We are preserving this for the Quilt Alliance, so our first thing to say, even though we're 6 minutes in, is tell me your name, which I know. Tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, I'm Tara Miller, and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. You're not too far away from us. That's
No.
There's a thing in Atlanta this year. There's an exhibition there on quilts. There's a thing at quilts and also on guitars. So a place that has quilts and guitars, and I think it's the protest quilts that are there.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the High Museum. Maybe they're there.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but it starts in June. Because I'm we have to go. My husband's really into guitars. So I'm like, babe, we could do this, right? Different places in the museum. You can go to the guitars. I'll go to the quilts. So, yeah, we'll have to figure out.
I'm embarrassed I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I came across it accidentally. I mean, I think maybe Sean Kimber's stuff is there. Maybe that's how I got there.
Okay.
Kimber, Atlanta Museum. I don't know. But it starts in...
I'll check it out.
Moda? Do you have a Moda? Is there a Moda in there?
No, there's...
Let me see. Contact. I got the wrong thing. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Museum of Design Atlanta. Museum of Design Atlanta has visit. Buy your tickets. Right, look. Now on view. Not yet. Making Change, the Art and Craft of Activism. Oh, yeah. When am I interviewing them? It feels like I'm supposed to have already interviewed them. And then Jana Zweiman, they have the welcome blanket there, which are trying to make 2,000 miles of blankets for immigrants, and then they're going to give them to the immigrants, and it's an exhibit. And you can make a blanket and bring it as long as it's 40 by 40 inches, and it can be any kind of blanket you make, like sewing, quilting, whatever. It's like a thing.
Get out!
Yeah, and it starts June 3rd. And I'm supposed to interview them, but I don't know what happened. Are they on my schedule still? Oh, yeah, next Wednesday. I interview them. I'm interviewing the person that's doing the welcome blanket thing next Wednesday. So it looks really cool. It's if you like that stuff. I mean, I'm really into activist, creative stuff. I think it's interesting. But yeah, it's got the welcome blanket and then some activism. And then Badass Her Story, which is... cross-stitching, which is crazy, and then a ton of other participants. Are you at the website? Are you looking at it?
No, not yet. I was scribbling it all down. Let's see.
When are you going to England?
Monday.
Oh, when do you come back?
So the 21st.
Oh, my. You come back the 21st? It's going till September. I should come visit you. See, I'm inviting myself to your place. But we should just go when you get back. Huh?
Come on,
yeah,
bring
totally.
it. I've got a bed. Come on.
Yeah, you want to do that? I'll just come. Yeah. Let's
Absolutely.
do it.
Come on.
All right, let's do this. Let's totally do this. Let's go.
And my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes,
send me some dates, and I'll just. I think I don't fly, but there's a train, so I'll just take the train. It'll be good. So, yeah.
Well, the train's going to be expensive.
No, it isn't. It's not expensive at all. It's really good. It's really
not?
reasonable. Yeah, it really is. It's
all
weird.
right. Come on, bring the train. I know where the train station is.
You will? We'll do it? Okay, well, we have it.
Yes.
Okay. Will you email me? And this is a plan. So we are so doing this. I'm so excited because I really want to go. But I don't want to go on my own. Yeah, we'll see if there's any other Quilting Army people that want to meet up with us. But that would be awesome.
Oh, yes.
All right, we're so doing this. Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. And I'm gonna email the designer and artist of one of the exhibits on Wednesday, so I'll let them know, and then maybe we can meet them while we're there if they're there. I don't know if they'll be there or not. So.
Oh, yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I mean they're probably not there, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe they will.
You never
know.
know.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you get back, so maybe sometime in like late June or early July. We'll just do it. It'll be great.
That sounds perfect.
Okay,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're 10 minutes in. I have to ask you the first question. All right. We're so naughty today. It's not good.
It's Friday.
It's totally Friday. All right, for those listening, we are so doing this. So if you want to meet us at Moda sometime, we will figure it out.
Yes.
And when Tara gets back from England, we're doing this. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. Come on, girl.
But Tara, what's your first memory of someone sewing or quilting in your life?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask this.
I know. It is the question. It's a good base question, though. It really does. It's interesting. You know, I mean, I think for our research that because we ask everyone, even like, you know, law professors or whatever, it's interesting to see the answers. They're varied. So. Yeah.
And the first memory of something related to sewing was my mother cutting out clothes patterns on our dining room table when I was little.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I don't ever remember her sewing anything.
Interesting. That's really interesting. So did she?
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't make our clothes. And I don't ever remember anything that she might have sewn.
That's really interesting.
And just recently, I was teaching her how to sew some things. So I'm not sure how that happened.
That's really interesting.
And then, so my only other memory would be her mother teaching me to sew together a towel in such a way that it made a bathing suit cover up for the pool.
Oh, that's great. I love it. That's great.
But that was it. So I didn't grow up around it. I wasn't lucky enough to be infused early on.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's so funny. So how did you get into quilting?
My sister-in-law was pregnant with their second child, and I decided I was going to make a blanket. And I had sewn some pillows about 20 years prior to that, and I had this old sewing machine, so I drug it out, and it was had been damaged in a flood, so that didn't work. So I bought another sewing machine, and I started to go on YouTube, and I found blankets, and then it took, there's the rabbit hole, right, on YouTube.
Right.
You could you watch one video and it starts suggesting all of these others. So I went down the rabbit hole, and there was the rag quilting and then the piecing, and I was just fascinated with all of it and addicted. And my husband calls it my quilt porn, because I would just watch it relentlessly. Everything I could get my hands on, I'd watch the video for it. And that was 4 years ago and 4 years and a few months ago.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And so how do you think, hold on, somebody's having car trouble. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Weird things coming. Hold on, I'll cut it out. Just, hold on. One of our quilting armies having car trouble. So hold on just a second. It's not a big deal. It's just like my life is not my own anymore. It's really weird. All right. So I'm doing an interview, but it should be done when you are ready. Okay. So, alrighty. Life is weird. Okay, but that's terrible. So I want to know. So your job is you're a technical writer for software industry. Tell us first what that means,
That's right.
And then I want to understand how that impacts on your quilting life.
Oh, okay. So what it means is I write online help procedural articles.
Right.
I tell users how to use the software. That's historically been what technical writing has been about. And of course, it's changing now to some degree. So I also write content for the user interfaces. when they're developing new features and whatnot. I'm the one who says, this is what the error message should say. This is what the instructional text should say. And this is where you need a comma and, and all of that sort of thing.
Yeah. And as I said, my brother-in-law has done that for years. And what people don't understand is that it's really challenging because you're working with other people and it's not like you just have to, you don't get to just write it usually. It's like complicated. Is that right? Like it takes a lot of, you have to be a good diplomat, I guess, or strong hand, warm heart. I don't know. It's like, people are weird about writing,
It's strange. And then, there's a good deal of research that goes into it and investigation, right? So I have to interview and investigate alongside the developers and the product owners, people in marketing, what have you, and find out what is this feature supposed to do? What does it mean to the user? Because the developer is going to tell me what it does in the database. And I have to tell the user what it means to their life. So there's a fair amount of parsing out the information.
Yeah.
And then what that means to my quilting, I don't know that it impacts the act or process of my quilting, but I do see that it's been helpful in my journey that I've begun in writing patterns.
Yeah, and your blog, and there's a kind of, do you feel like you're better at so are you precise? Is your precision, does your precision in writing translate to precision in quilting?
Yes, or and rather actually more accurately, my desire for precision.
Yeah.
So when I'm not as precise as I'd like to be, it holds me back.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what your whole thing is about. There's an aestheticness to your job and also a precision of language. So it seemed like, so that's why I asked you to email me your pattern because I want to see what it looks like. Because your whole world is about precision.
It is. And I think truly right now, in fact, I'm kind of having an internal, not conflict, but discovery of what my process is. And I've been thinking a lot about why I don't blog more frequently. Yeah. And it really comes down to what you were just saying is I can't just run something off in 20 minutes and put it out there because I have to work it and rework it and read it again. And
No, I mean, I think
ridiculous.
That it's funny though. Yeah, I feel that way too about blogging. It's funny because I tried to do Cheryl Sloboda's 30-day blog challenge, and on the third day I just failed. It was challenge did not go well. But part of it was because I felt like, what I do is I've been working on this project for a year, interviewed 100 people. I'm still not ready to talk about copyright yet, right? I'm still in that thinking through how to explain it process. And so I feel like if I put it out there as a blog, people are going to go, oh, well, that's the answer. And it's no, I'm still thinking about it. So it just doesn't feel like I'm not ready. And it's not I'm ready to, look, we're talking ridiculous. I'm totally okay with being informal, but it's something about the process of writing, what you're saying of how much time do you put into it and how, I don't know. It's weird. The blogging thing, I used to do it all the time, but right now I'm having a hard time with it. So I see what you're saying.
And like you're saying, the thinking about it, I keep these jotted notes all over the place of topics I want to write about.
Yeah.
But they're still incubating, right? They're not ready, like you were saying.
I know that people put stuff out and everyone's very casual and everything, but I don't know. I have to get over that. I'm not sure why. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I talked to others. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say I'd love to be, more relaxed about it. Some of these people are. I feel I'd be more productive.
Yeah. Well, and I talked to one of my colleagues who's a very big blogger, and I'm like, well, how long does it take you to blog? He's like, oh, a long time, because I write it. It's 3 to 5 hours per post. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have that. I want to quilt. I don't want to spend that time. No, sorry, no. So I don't know. I can't give that time up. That's my quilting time, man.
Yeah, it's precious to me.
Me too. So I'm looking at your pattern. So you can get this pattern. It's called Churned Up. If you're looking online, just go to her website, which is districtquilt.com. And you have...
Quilt District.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Quiltdistrict.com. I'm being ridiculous today. And you can purchase this, and you also have a gallery of different things